So here's the million-dollar question. Who actually decides how much money is worth? Like, why is $1 worth more than 15 Mexican pesos or 17 South African rand? Or did some guy in a suit just wake up one morning, spin a wheel, and go, yep, $1 equals this many things. Good luck, peasants. Well, not exactly, but it also kind of feels like that sometimes. See, money used to be simple. A long time ago, a dollar was literally tied to gold. Like, you could go to the bank, hand them a paper bill, and they'd give you shiny yellow metal. That's why people say the gold standard. It sounds impressive, but in reality, it meant your country could only print as much money as it had gold sitting in a vault. And surprise, surprise, governments hated this because it stopped them from printing infinite cash whenever they needed to fix the economy. So one by one, countries ditched the gold standard. The US finally pulled the plug in 1971. And since America was the global financial big boss, everyone else followed. So now money is basically a social contract. It's not backed by gold, silver, or even good vibes. It's just paper, plastic, or numbers on a screen. It's valuable only because people trust it. If everyone suddenly stopped believing in the US dollar, it would collapse faster than a crypto scam coin. And no, that's not exaggeration. So if it's not gold and not a random spin of a wheel, then who actually decides? The answer is a messy cocktail of markets, traders, and governments. Currency value today mostly comes from something called the foreign exchange market, or Forex, if you want to sound smart. And unlike the stock market, Forex doesn't sleep. It's open 24 hours, 5 days a week, and it's the biggest market on Earth. We're talking over $7 trillion traded every single day. That's more money moving around daily than Elon Musk could ever tweet about. And in this market, big banks, hedge funds, governments, and even some sweaty guy in his bedroom trading on a laptop are all making bets on which currency will rise or fall. Now, before you picture some secret group of bald bankers in a smoke-filled room deciding currency values, let's clear this up. Nobody is officially in charge. Instead, the price of a currency moves because people are constantly buying and selling it in the Forex market. But here's the trick. They're not just gambling for fun like in Vegas. They're reacting to real-world forces. Take economic data. If a country reports strong GDP growth, low unemployment, or inflation under control, investors go, nice. This economy looks stable. I'll buy some of their currency. Demand goes up, value goes up. On the other hand, if inflation is exploding, jobs are disappearing, and the government looks like it's being run by a circus clown, people dump that currency faster than a hot potato. That's why currencies from stable countries like Switzerland or Japan are usually strong, while others, let's say Argentina, struggle. Argentina has so much inflation that locals sometimes prefer to keep US dollars under the mattress instead of trusting their own peso. Then you've got interest rates. Imagine two banks. One pays you 0.5% to keep your money, and the other pays 5%. Where are you going to put your cash? Obviously, where you get more return. Same with countries. If the US Federal Reserve raises interest rates, suddenly investors from all over the world want dollars because parking money in the US earns more. Boom, dollar value shoots up. If rates drop, investors might say, nah, and run to another country's currency instead. It's basically global money Tinder. Currencies get swiped left or right depending on who's offering the best deal. And of course, there's politics. Investors love stability and hate chaos. If a country looks like it's about to start a civil war, default on its debt, or elect a guy who thinks money grows on trees, investors bail. Even a simple election can shake things up. For example, when the UK voted for Brexit, the pound instantly nosedived. Imagine your savings losing 10% of value overnight just because some people wanted sovereignty. Congrats, now your vacation in Spain costs double. So who decides how much a currency is worth? Well, it's not one person, it's millions of decisions, all happening at lightning speed based on trust, data, interest, and political drama. Think of it like a popularity contest in high school. Except, instead of deciding who gets crowned prom king, the prize is whether your life savings can still buy you. Now here's the fun part. Governments do try to control their currencies, but usually it's like trying to stop a flood with a roll of paper towels. They have a few tricks though. One is intervention. A central bank, like the Bank of Japan, might literally go into the market and start buying or selling its own currency in massive amounts to push the value up or down. But this only works for so long because the market is so huge, it's like throwing a bucket of water into the ocean and hoping it changes the tide. tide. Nice try. Another move is printing money, aka quantitative easing. If a government prints more money, its value usually drops because now there's more of it floating around. It's simple supply and demand. Imagine if tomorrow everyone got a free Lamborghini. At first you'd think, wow, I'm rich. But if everyone has one, the value of a Lamborghini drops to the same level as a used bicycle. Same thing with money. Print too much and suddenly your currency buys less and less. Cue inflation, print way too much, and congratulations, you've invented hyperinflation, the economic version of setting your house on fire. And of course, there are countries that just give up and peg their currency to something stronger, like the US dollar. For example, many smaller countries say our money is worth this many US dollars no matter what. Sounds stable, right? Until the real world kicks in and defending that peg drains the country's reserves like a leaky bucket. Eventually, reality wins. The peg breaks and the currency collapses anyway. So, in the end, no single person, government, or shady banker in a smoke-filled room decides what money is worth. It's this chaotic dance between markets, trust, economics, and politics. It's messy. It's unpredictable. It affects literally everything you buy, from your morning coffee to your dream vacation. The next time you hear someone complain that the dollar is down or the euro is strong, you'll know it's not random. It's the result of billions of people, governments, and investors pulling on the same rope. At the end of the day, money is worth whatever we all agree it's worth, which is both genius and kind of terrifying. So the real question is, do you still trust that the bills in your wallet will mean anything tomorrow? If you found this breakdown useful, hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more videos where we make the boring world of money a little less boring.